All right, let's head into the vintage vault. Going back to 1965, yeah, they were showing all those Mustangs on the transporters, and they made it really clear Ford Motor Company is a youth movement, which is interesting because the 1966 ad showed an older couple talking about how, well, you don't want to waste the good youth stuff on the kids. So they were working all into the demographic market for the Mustang.
Well, keep in mind, at this point in time, 1965, 10,000 people a day were turning 18. The baby boom was in full effect. That's a lot of Mustang customers.
Now let's think about what we just saw. So we just saw that Ford Bronco roll across. That was introduced back in 1966. Donald Fry, who was one of the big wigs at Ford associated with that, he was also associated with this car at the same time, Lee Iacocca as well. So it was that same company that was going, we need something different. I mean, realize just a decade earlier, it was pretty boring in the automotive world in terms of when you thought of Ford. Well, you had, pretty much the standard Ford, and that was it.
Taking a look at this luggage rack, it looks as if it was made specially for the Mustang. I'm sure it's a lot newer than 1966. Doesn't show any semblance of age, but it seems to fit that space very, very well. With a spare tire and wheel inside, that Mustang trunk is not all that big. So the luggage rack makes sense.
Total production on 65 Mustangs was 681,000 cars, but of them, only 102,000 were convertibles, so like 1 in 7, a pretty rare body style. In fact, the 2+2 fastback is the least popular of them all back then, but nowadays the fastback is the most desirable.
You saw the hang off the dash air conditioning unit. That's how most all of these were. The air conditioning was dealer installed. There are no vents for it in the dash. That wasn't a thing yet.
That would arrive for the 1967 model year when a whole bunch of advances came along for Mustang, but at this point in time, it essentially was a very pretty Falcon. This one does have the available fake wire wheel covers. That was a Ford option. Something like $78 would get you those.
Well, we had internet bidders, and we had somebody up in the skybox, and the skybox ultimately came away the winner. Congratulations to that gentleman right there. All right, here's something that Chris Jacobs previewed just a little while ago.